What is going on, everyone? It is Tal, and I'm bringing you my Week 5 match versus the Omaha Ogre Pawns here. And yeah, we got a really tough battle after a really huge 6-0 win last week, bringing Bidoof. We go into this battle against the Ogre Pawns, and they have a very, very scary team. It's just like crazy hyper offense with like decent defensive options, but Quagsire is like a really good defensive option, and so is quite scary. But going into those offensive mons, Urshifu, Roaring Moon, and Iron Moth, I mean, two huge physical attackers that are also extremely quick, and then just a special attacker that also can do that, as well as a Terra Tornadus, which can Terra into whatever type he wants and can be scary with like a Terra Flying Terra Blast or like a Terra I think I saw Terra Ground in Mox, so it can do a lot of different things. Metagross can also be a really big scary option. Physically and defensively, it kind of hits my team pretty hard, as well as can set up rocks. Vikavolt can set up the sticky web and also can kind of handle a lot of my mons offensively and defensively, so it's kind of like the balance. Rillaboom, I think Rillaboom probably will come. I expect low-key like 5 of the 6 first ones, and then I expect like Quagsire. I face Vikavolt a lot in Mox, and I don't know, I just don't think I expect it, just because I feel like he's gonna bring someone like Rillaboom or Metagross. I mean, I didn't really face Iron Moth in Mox, but I still think it's pretty good. So yeah, Mimikyu and Oricorio as well are part of this team, and I don't expect them as much. Oricorio especially, I mean, it could come. We have answers for it, but I don't see it coming compared to some of the other threats that are just a lot better. Quagsire, again, just kind of sits on my team. So first mon we are bringing this week is a Rocky Helmet Tangrowth. That Urshifu is an Urshifu Rapid Strike, if I didn't say before. So yeah, if he wants to click anything with that Urshifu, this is our switch in basically every time. Even if he wants to click U-turn, it's only going to do like 30-35% to us, and it's really not a big deal. We are basically max defense, a little bit of speed. I believe that with this speed, we outspeed a no-speed Rillaboom after a Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is there for that Vikavolt, basically, and that Oricorio, as well as the Tornadus. It mostly just to catch them on switch-ins, because I'd click it and then switch out, basically, but just to make it so I have some sort of answers, because I feel like those mons, Vikavolt, Tornadus, and Oricorio, all want to come in on this, and so if we can just click Rock Tomb, it doesn't let it. Those mons don't want to come in later. Earthquake specifically for that Iron Moth, and Power Whip for the Quagsire. Knockoff is basically for everything else. Probably going to be spamming a lot of knockoff, especially for like that Metagross and whatnot. But yeah, it's going to be part of another strategy, which I'll get into later. The next one that we are bringing is a super defensive Expert Belt Slowking. I actually was AV beforehand, and it didn't really mean anything because I really wasn't facing Moth, and even if Moth comes, doesn't really matter as much, but we are super specially bulky to take on stuff like the Vikavolt, like the Moth, like a special Tornadus. We're Psychic, Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, that really hits everything super duper hard on his team, especially stuff like that Metagross, that Vikavolt, and that Urshifu and Iron Moth. Can't really go into that Roaring Moon very well, but again, that's why we have the Tangrowth. The Tangrowth kind of can sit on it, and then Expert Belt just get a little bit more damage to maybe knock out something like a Metagross or a Rillaboom, that really isn't expecting it from a more defensive Slowking. Now, the next mon that we are bringing this week is a Mega Lopunny, sorry, stuttering over my words here. Enough speed to outspeed a max speed Roaring Moon. Fake out for priority if he really wants to just like set up with that Roaring Moon, or with really anything else with speed, we can fake out to kind of chip it away. Return just hits everything really hard. Close combat specifically for that Metagross, for that Roaring Moon, and for that Quagsire. And then U-turn is just general pivot. Could be my lead. I don't think it's going to be my lead, but depending on what he brings, may switch it up last second. Next one we are bringing is a physical Shell Smash Blastoise. We are Terra Fairy this week. Kind of smokes his team if we can get this set up. The only thing is I basically cannot set this up until Quagsire's dead. Quagsire basically completely walls us, and we're not running a Terra Grass. If we're running Terra Grass, I feel a little bit more comfortable. Earthquake is for that Metagross, for that Iron Moth. We have Liquidation, again, just for general damage into everything. Even like an unaware Quagsire, Liquidation does go pretty hard. And Shell Smash, you have enough speed to outspeed a boosted +1 Roaring Moon after a Shell Smash, so basically max on that. And yeah, rest into attack. In Mox, it didn't really go that well. I think it's about a 50-50 if this works or doesn't work. I think I need the proper conditions, and it needs to come in the late game. So I think it'll be pretty obvious that I'm a Shell Smash set, because I'm not bringing it early on. I'm not flip turning with it, so we will see. Next one we are bringing, most likely our dedicated lead, is a Stealth Rock Screamtail. Max defense, bold here, max HP. We're literally here to take those hits from the Rillaboom, from that Roaring Moon, from a physical Tornadus, from that Urshifu. Set up Stealth Rocks, Wish Pass out of there, and then click Dazzling Gleam. Really a super simple set, but in Mox, I was relying heavily on Tangrowth, and right when Tangrowth went down, I didn't have like any defensive options, so I needed Screamtail here. And the final mon that we are bringing here is an Assault Vest Cyclizar. Enough speed to outspeed a max speed Roaring Moon. We're Dragon Claw to get more damage on that Roaring Moon. We're Knockoff just to get items off. U-turn and Rapid Spin just in case he wants to set up a Sticky Web, or Rocks with the Vikavolt or Quagsire or the Metagross. So a lot of things that can set up different hazards. But yeah, a big part of our strategy is going to be setting up Rocks. His removers are only Oricorio and Tornadus, which can click Defog. And yeah, set up Rocks and just spam Knockoff with Cyclizar and Tangrowth, and then keep switching out, and yeah, just try to get some momentum so that we can sweep with Lopunny or Blastoise in the late game. So that is going to be the team for this week, guys, and yeah, I'll see you all in the battle. See you there. Okay, so we are in the battle here, and brings about what I'm expecting. Yeah, I said that I figured he would bring 5 of those top 6, but he actually doesn't bring the Quagsire, which is huge for my Blastoise. Like really huge. I expect that he's gonna lead with either the Roaring Moon or like the Moth or Tornadus or something to get some momentum. I think I just lead the Screamtail here. Leads the Metagross. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. I don't even want to risk it being like Scarf, or even if he's max speed, he actually outspeeds us. So yeah, I'm just going to go straight into Tangrowth. I don't care if he sets up Rocks. I can always get rid of it with the Cyclizar, but yeah, I'm not risking this at all. Goes for Knockoff. That's not great for me. Want to see what type of set that is real quick. Metagross. Knockoff. Is that like maxed Adamant? No. Is it like Jolly? It's not max. Is that like no investment? That's like possibly no investment, which is really good. I'm gonna knock off here. Goes for Ice Punch, does 30%, and it freezes me. It's gonna be one of those games, isn't it? It's gonna be one of those games. Well, I'm free to knock off again. Ugh, that's so annoying. I thaw out. Thank goodness I thaw out. I was about to Expert Bell. Oh, whoa, what the? Okay. I don't think you go for like a Heavy Slam here. I feel like switching into, I mean, you could. I don't really think you do. I feel like you go for Ice Punch here. What do I want to do? There's a couple things I can go for. I think I'd rather just go into Screamtail, or I can just go Psych and like U-turn and go back into Tangrowth. I think that's fair, because I mean, if you knock me off, not a big deal. Yeah, I figured the knockoff was coming, but I am just gonna U-turn here. I don't think he's Rocks, so yeah, we're gonna U-turn. We're gonna go back into our Tangrowth here, and yeah, Ice Punch. Please don't freeze. Oh god, I'm so worried about that. I feel pretty safe clicking Earthquake. If he's max HP, it may not kill. Ice Punch isn't going to kill us. Let's go for Earthquake here. Goes for Ice Punch. Please don't freeze. Please don't freeze. Please don't freeze. 35. Oh my god, that is so annoying. Could go into Screamtail. He could just Ice Punch. I think he Ice Punches again, thinking the Cyclizar comes in. I think it's fine. He goes for Knockoff. Completely fine. I'm going to U-turn out of here. Metagross went, like, kind of stupid. I'm not going to lie. So I have a couple options. I can go into Slowking. I think Slowking's the best option, because if he goes into Roaring Moon, I could just go into Screamtail, and that's fine. So we have basically only gone into regenerator mons. But Cyclozar picking up the first kill. Metagross was a pain, but didn't set up rocks. So that's the big thing, is that he doesn't have hazards this game. He can get rid of our hazards, but he won't have hazards this game, which is really good to know. And sorry if you hear me drinking. I got my Arctic Vibe Celsius. Not sponsored, but not sponsored. I'm not gonna have any of that. So yeah, what is he gonna go into here? I really think that you go into your Roaring Moon. He does. You could think I'm Colbur and just go for the knockoff here. I really do want a Rocky Helmet on, is the thing. I think you knock off. I don't think you Dragon move, so I'm gonna go with Cyclozar. And if you want to go for a Dragon Dance, that's completely fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into my Screamtail because I don't even think an Iron Head knocks us out. I don't think you go for an Iron Head here. I think you go for a Dragon move. Yeah, goes for the Outrage because you can't risk just me just clicking. I feel like you Iron Head here. I'm gonna Dazzle. A Dazzle and Gleam should kill you, and an Iron Head, I mean, just don't flinch. Knockoff, that's fine. I mean, we really ran to, oh wow, it didn't kill. That's crazy. I didn't kill. Huh. I mean, it means that he doesn't have, I mean, I really just want to wish here. He Earthquakes. I mean, he's not going to knock us out with a knockoff or an Earthquake unless he crits. So yeah, I'm just going to Dazzle again. I could go into like a Lot Bunny. Oh, he Dragon Dances. Wow, that is cocky. I mean, if he was looking at the stats, yeah, Screamtail picking up a KO. Maybe the first KO, Air Balloon. Interesting. Yeah, I think I always go Slowking here. Oh, sub. We do not have Psychic Noise. We are just going to Psychic. No Psychic Noise. He goes for a Discharge. Don't Para. So it Paras. But, does that? It does knock out the Air Balloon. Okay, but Psychic's like super duper free. He could think that we're AV. Fiery Dance does 27. Now he should know we're not AV. We get Paralyzed. It's really one of those games, isn't it? It really just is one of those games. Fiery Dance does 30. Please don't get Paralyzed. Psychic's gonna knock out. Oh my goodness. Everyone getting a little piece of the action here. I think he goes for a Ghost move. And he could go for a Fairy move. Cyclozar is always my play. He goes for the Swords Dance. I think here you go for the Fairy move. I will U-turn out. I really wanted to get my rocks up this game. I just don't see it happening. I'm going to go into my Slowking here, predicting the Play Rough. Yep, 34. I think you Play Rough again. It's like, do I want to lose my Slowking? I think losing Slowking's fine, because I don't think it's serving any other purpose. He may just go for a, I think I Chilly Reception. Yeah, he goes for Play Rough. I would have gone for Play Rough there. If he missed, then so be it. But yeah, we're gonna go into Lot Bunny. We're gonna Mega Evolve. And we're gonna go for this Fake Out. Everyone's really getting a piece of the pie here, which is really nice. 33%. I mean, that return should just knock it out. Yeah. So Lot Bunny picking up that kill. I really think this Urshifu is Scarf. I don't really see a universe in which it's not Scarf. And if you're bringing it in now, you're Scarf for sure. Want to go into Screamtail. I mean, once I oh, he's not Scarf. Very interesting. I knew he was going to be either Trailblaze or Scarf. Could be Protective Pads. Something like that. He goes for the Swords Dance. Dazzling Gleam is going to do 80 with the crit. That is huge. I think you go for Surging Strikes here. Would I rather lose Tangrowth or lose Screamtail? The answer is Tangrowth. So, Surging Strikes, wow, does that not even kill? Holy crap, that doesn't even kill. If I had my Rocky, that would have been really nice here. Gonna go for the Earthquake. He's gonna go for the Surging. That is fine. We're gonna go into Lot Bunny, and we're gonna click the Fake Out. And Lot Bunny's gonna pick up another KO here. And, yeah, I mean, he's gonna go into Tornadus. I don't think you're Scarf. I think you're just gonna Terra Ground, maybe? Yeah, we can go Screamtail, hoping we're slower. Acro, so no item Acro. We're gonna Wish into maybe Baton Pass. Not sure yet. Depending what he goes for here. He goes for Acro, gets a crit. Oof. Will an Acro kill my Lot Bunny? So I want to calc this. So Screamtail took from a Tornadus. I really want to know. So acrobatics. So I'm gonna guess your. Like if your max attack. Wow, 29%. So no item. Okay, so your max attack. No item. Lot Bunny would die. So what do I want to do here? I think I can swap in the Blastoise and click Shell Smash. I think that is what I'm going to do. Acro is going to do 60. We're all the way back up. And you're not Scarf. So we can Shell Smash. You go for Acro. We will Shell Smash up. I think a Liquidation should kill. I really wanted to run Life Orb, but I just didn't. Liquidation, we're going to go for it. Oh, Eteric Grounds. Oh, okay. So, GG. We're going to be 4-1 here. Another +4 win. Let me just throw in the GGs in the chat. Was really scared about that battle. Yeah, I was really terrified of that team. But a little bit of everything. Lot Bunny really coming in clutch, though, against the Mimikyu and that, I think I got 2 kills. I don't know. It's been a long week. So last time I did one of these battles was 2 weeks ago. I did week 3 and week 4 literally like back to back. I think I did them like literally the same day, which is so stupid. But yeah, we're gonna be 4-1. I don't know where that puts us right now because the sheet hasn't been updated in a little bit, but I know there was a 3-0 team. But yeah, we're 4-1. We have a really good differential right now, and yeah, we'll be going into week 6 looking to capitalize on another big win. So yeah, I'll see y'all there. Peace.